Try to. Oh my goodness, you guys, we're here. Are you here? Hey, I'm Stephanie.
Montana.
Hey, and we are so excited. We have big news because there are some deadlines coming up. Big news, and you do not want to miss anything. We're gonna be quick, but we wanted to share this information with you because, well, guys, it's the end of our seminar year, like our fiscal year. So a lot of if you're a teacher, it's the end of the school year for you. If you're an accountant, it's tax day. If everybody's got like a deadline in their company, and most people usually think of the end of the fiscal year, like January 1st would be the new year. In American, we have 2 New Years. We have the one that we join everybody else celebrating, and on July 1st, we have our own New Year, which means June 30th is the end of our year. And all the work we've done, not we like Montana and I, but like your beauty consultant, the work we've done.
The whole shit.
Full circle. Like everything we've earned, everything we've worked, it's a culmination. And it's such a cool time because it's like every little, like, it's a team. Like, I don't know. It sounds weird. It sounds hokey. I feel so hokey saying it, but I'm like, we're American unit. That's what they call a director, and then her team, a unit. And they always say it's a unit is U-N-I
together.
Okay, so together we can achieve things, right? Like none of the year-end goals for our units as a whole could we ever achieve on our absolute own. And so it's just really cool that like every little person plays a part. So beauty consultants, like you play a part in this, and customers, they play a part because everything that they purchase right now, especially our skincare sets, I'm not gonna lie, especially our skincare sets, the company gave us, I'm gonna call it extra credit. They gave us extra credit on skincare sets. And so it's kind of like we have to sell less to get more. I mean, whatever, we get more when we sell it. So skincare is where it's at. And so anyway, we just want to say thank you because we won't talk to you again between now and Friday. And then it's going to be the new year for us, and it's going to be 4th of July week. So we wanted to take a minute first before we get into the hot news and say thank you. Yeah. Get into the good news. No fake news here. It's just hot news. But wanted to say thank you to you guys, everybody, for everything that you've done to support your consultant all year long. It's made a huge impact. It makes an impact on her family. Like we could probably tell countless stories of how even the sale of one mascara sometimes can, feed a kid. Like there have been some single moms that I've known who've literally selling a mascara is what allows for them to have a good meal for their kids. So, you just never know the difference you're making. And I just think it's such a beautiful picture of how little things make up really big dreams. And so you guys, that's what's happening right now. Okay. So we have this like June 30th. I want you to just like sever that in your mind. Big deadlines. And we've got some big stuff to share. So this is good. So you get to help your consultant finish out her goals. I mean, if you want to text her, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this. So I'm going to ask, you guys could do 3 things. If you're watching tonight, first of all, put your name, tag your consultant, let us know you're here. We'll do a giveaway. I'm sure we will. I had the cutest earrings, Montana, and I was, we should just give these away. Look at these.
Oh, so cute.
These balls are my favorite. Earrings, I have all different sizes in like a clear, and I found them in pink. I thought
usually come.
I usually
all right.
Okay, so there's 3 ways you can help your consultant. I want to challenge you to watch this. When you watch it, after you're done watching this, whether it's now or on the replay, and you text your consultant and ask her, or tell her, don't ask her, tell her, there's one of 3 ways I can support you. 1, 2, or 3 ways. You can either pray, because we all need those prayers, that she reaches her goal. You can tell her that you want to purchase something like a skincare set, maybe. And the 3rd thing you could do is you could tell her that you want to join her team, because I'm going to tell you guys, this is a really awesome opportunity. We're going to give you the biggest news at the very end, but I'm going to say this is a great time things are expensive right now. Things are so expensive, right? So Montana, tell them about your friend.
Okay, So you guys, we are here to talk to you about the summer side hustle. Everyone has been commenting all week long about having a side job and what did you do for your first job? Just for fun, like put in the chat what was your first job. And my first summer job was working at a fruit farm, and obviously that was prior to kids. And Stephanie and I were talking about like we haven't had other jobs since we started this, but that's because we literally have the best job ever, and you know it's easy to work from the beach or wherever you are, right? Anyways, I share that because I have a new team member in our unit, and she is so great. She is one of my great customers, and she and I had a great conversation this week, and she was like, I think I just want to try this to make some extra money for my kids. My kids are getting older. I'm going to be buying cars soon. I'm going to be paying for college. And she's like, and I have a great job, but this is going to help cover the extras. And I was like, yes. And like, it was like, ding, 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 but that's what it is, you guys. Stephanie and I work differently than what you have to do, right? Like, not everybody in the girl gang works it as their full-time job. You can have it just be your summer side hustle, whether you're a teacher or whether you work a full-time job and your kids are getting older and maybe they need less from you and you're done next Netflix and chill. Like, you don't want to live that life. You want to have something fun that's productive and, not to say that there's not a time for that. We have a lot of fun, but the reality is sometimes you want to be creating something. God gave you gifts. He gave you talents and abilities, not to keep them inside of yourself, but to share them with others. And the more we do that, the more authentically we get to show up in every area of our lives. And so, the summer side hustle is what we're talking about tonight. And, you can come into this business right now for $30 and be able to get a full service business virtually. And if you are like, well, I'd like to have something tangible to either work with myself or show people if you want to work in person, you can get your starter kit, which is over $400 worth of retail size product for $130. That comes with your website, your credit card processing, all the virtual training, and all the products that you're seeing right in front of you. And your beauty consultant is your mentor at Stephanie and I would work with you as well. We take you step by step through the process of starting your business the way that you want to start it. And so, the fun thing is that it is that short commitment if you choose. So, Steph, tell them what are some things that are changing.
Yeah. So, you guys, here's the thing. I think that $30 right now is like, I don't know, eating at fast food. Like eating two or three people ordering fast food is $30. And I guarantee you, the only thing that you gained is in your rear end, probably. Okay, you know what I mean? Or like the coronary. I don't know. Eating fast food is not the best choice for us. $30. And the thing is that the company, I've been a Mary Kay for over 21 years. I just celebrated 21 and a half years. Can you even believe it? Montana, my niece, funny story, my niece, who's 8, on my birthday, my birthday was 2 weeks ago, whatever. And she said to her mom, she's 8, so she's like very wise. Just go with this.
Yes.
And she says, Aunt Stephanie looks 21. And I was like,
that is a very smart 8-year-old.
You are my favorite niece, and
you are now in the wheel twice.
More than my kids even. Okay, anyway. So you call me old. They're like, oh, like when you were old and you didn't have GPS. Like, okay. Anyway, kids. So the thing is that in my 21 years, this is the first time they've offered a virtual option. Mm-hmm. Before, when Montana and I both signed up, it was $100. $100, tax and shipping. If you wanted a website, you bought a website. It was good for, you renewed it every year. You wanted credit card processing. You paid for credit card processing. And I didn't think anything of it because it was kind of chunked down. And so that worked, whatever. And you guys, back when I started Mary Kay, we had to dial in. We'd do a party and then I'd go home and I would hope to God that I wrote down the credit card numbers right or that they didn't scam me, right? And they never did. But like, usually I wrote down the numbers wrong, right? But we had to call them in and then type in. It's so easy now. So, I mean, I literally just got a $300 order and I'm about to just text her an invoice that she'll just pay online. I don't even do anything. I love it. So things have changed. And
you can now anywhere. And so
anywhere.
I don't want to take it away from you. But like, you guys, I've done parties from the Chick-fil-A parking lot. Like, seriously, because that's how it works. We teach you, we take you through a consultant mentorship. And that is a one-on-one or like, 2-on-1 or whatever. It's a small group of new consultants at the same time. And we walk through the steps. Most people are like, I can never do what you do. I'm like, dude, I couldn't do what I do. Like, I couldn't do this. I wore chapstick and mascara. Okay. Like, I knew nothing. I had never run my own business. It
Yeah.
wasn't like that. Stephanie had a whole college degree. I had 3/4, and they still let me say yes and sign up. Okay, but it is not for specific people. We teach you
No.
everything you need to know in this business, and I love the flexibility, especially in the summer when you want to be going.
Yep.
I can tell you, your other job's not going to care about your social life. Right. But in Mary Kay, if you want to sprinkle this in and you're at a cocktail party and you're just going to wait to have a cocktail till after your Mary Kay party, you go into your car or in the bathroom, you do your thing for 25 minutes or whatever, and you come back out and you finish the party. Like your actual fun party. Right. That's how simple it is.
Yeah,
I
you
love
made it really simple. And you guys, and that's the point. The point is that on June 30th, we do not know if this $30 option, which includes a website and credit card processing, is going to
Which was
even.
okay, that was like $90 when Stephanie and I started. That was an additional. It was like $49.99 and $39.99.
Right.
Was that
So like this is $30. It pays for your website for a year. So like in your first year, like you do it for the summer, you can stop at the end of summer, but let's say you accidentally decide to keep going for like another 9 months, whatever. You have 12 months. And at the end of 12 months, if you're like, no, I don't want to renew my website, it wasn't worth it. No, I don't want to renew my credit card processing. It's not worth it. You fade out. It's like the fade to black. No one cares. No funerals held for you. No, you don't have to go into
get your firstborn, even though
yeah, there's no like missing persons APB put out for you. Okay, it's all good. You go back to being a really happy customer because we want you to always love the product. I mean, honestly, the best consultants love the product because women are natural salespeople. When we love something, we can get people to love it. When we hate something, we'll get all of our sisters on top of that one too.
Yep.
So my point is this: we don't know what's going to come. I hate to even say this because if there's even the tiniest window of maybe that they extend it, we don't want to be like Chicken Little and tell you the sky is falling, and if you don't sign up right now, you'll never get it at this. But at the same time, we also want to be Chicken Little and say, if you've ever had like an inclination, this is a fast food restaurant decision.
Yeah.
For $30, you can have a website and credit card processing. That is literally all you need. With working virtually, you can grow into however you want to do your business from there. But if you guys think about it, QVC without any samples, without any products, no one's trying anything. They're just hearing about it. QVC sells a lot of stuff, like crazy. And so you can do your business like that. You can do business appointments in person. You can do the fact that, I mean, no one liked COVID. I know that. But like there were some blessings that came from it. And one of them was
I said that the other day. Yeah.
we pivoted and really we figured it out. And you guys, here's what I know. I know that makeup and skincare is a recession-proof business. While everything's getting more and more expensive, Mary Kay is not raising all their prices. Thank you, Mary Kay.
Yeah.
And they're not cutting our commissions. We're still earning 50% on everything.
We actually got the opportunity to get like an almost $3,000 bonus as sales directors.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much available to us, and we can make as little or as much money as we want. It depends. Our effort depends on what we get. And so if you can do if you work in it, anyway, we teach you how to sprinkle it in your life. And I just want you to know, seriously, like if I could reach and shake you and be like, it's $30. Like if you're sitting here saying, Stephanie and Montana, I don't like people. Like I do not like people. Cool. We don't want you to sign up.
You're probably not going to like this very much.
You're not going to like it. And you're definitely not going to like us because we are people.
I will say this. You might be one of those people that thinks you don't like people, but like, do you like the people that you like? Right? Because like, remember, like you're going to attract people that I wouldn't attract. I'm going to attract people you wouldn't attract. So as long as you like a certain kind of people, you're good. Right?
Right. If you like legit hate people and you would rather.
You're probably not in this group.
You're not even here. Right. You don't even know who we are because we are not your people. Okay. So that's that. Or if you don't like people, and you're just like unwilling, Like, man, let's be honest. Like, if you're not willing to like try, I'm gonna also say please don't give it a try.
Yeah, agreed.
That's
Yeah.
not that's like we don't want you to give it a try. We just
Yeah.
want you to be a happy customer,
We
and
wanted
that
to
is
be there.
1000% okay.
Yeah.
But again, if you've ever had like an inkling, a tingle, a thought, like maybe even a thought that came and went so fast was like a little fart or something in your brain. Not a brain fart, just like a pink
Like,
fart. Poof. What if? Poof. Move on. Ever. I'm just gonna say you have until midnight on Friday this week
yeah.
to make the decision to get started and find out whether or not you like it. Find out whether or not you're going to ever be good at it. Don't assume just sitting at home in your little comfort zone that you wouldn't like it or be good at it, because I guarantee you, no, none of us ever really thought we were going to be good at it or like it. It's weird. People who really think that they'd be so good at it and like it sometimes don't. And then people who are like, I just don't think this is for me, they fall in love with it. So you just seriously, there's no cut and dry way of knowing. You never know till you try. This also means, so it's Wednesday right now. So you have all day Thursday and a good chunk of the day Friday. Now, again, it's a fast food decision. Can you seriously imagine what the fast food line would be like? I would lose my mind if I were behind you in the fast food line and you had to think about it for that long. But what I want to say is this: smart women make educated decisions. And instead of assuming it's not for you, instead of assuming you know everything, I want to encourage you that when you reach out to your consultant to tell her how you want to support her here at the end of the month, prayers, purchase, or to just say yes and join her team. But you could say, I'm thinking about joining your team, but I really want to get some questions answered. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to preempt it with this. If you find yourself wanting to ask a question that's like, well, how do I? How would I? If it starts with how, not that we want to
Gotta try
discount
it.
that, but let me ask you a question. Would you, I mean, speaking of summer side hustle, like I think about one summer I worked at the Gap, okay? Can you imagine if like they offered me a job at the Gap and I was like, well, how do I use before I say yes, how do I use the cash register? And then I have to go through a whole training on the cash register. And P.S., I wouldn't get paid because I'm not on their payroll yet because they didn't say yes.
Yeah.
Well, how do you like decide where the clothes go in the store on the racks? And if I wanted all the training on how to do the job
Before I decided I want the
on the
job.
payroll, then I would have lost so much money and wasted so much time. This is a learn as you earn, not along the way. So I don't want to discredit your concerns of how would I and how do I. I'm just going to promise you, we will teach you that.
Yeah.
But if you have other thoughts, or if you have other things, I can't even think of what you might need to know because, again, $30 is a fast food decision. Please get your questions answered. Or can I just even say this? If you're like, I'm nervous, I'm scared. First of all, most people, that's why they don't ever do it.
Yeah.
I would say 90% of people never do it because they're straight up scared or nervous, but they never verbalize it either. They never are willing to say it. And so I don't know, there's something powerful about having icky feelings. I want to get all into therapy, but like if you say out loud, I feel anxious or I'm scared or I'm sad, somehow it goes away. And so I just want to challenge you to say to your consultant, but I'm scared. And you know what? Oh my gosh, I bet you that would be like it's like a bonding moment because she was probably scared too. So you're not alone if you're like wanting to barf or thinking about starting. It's totally natural and normal to have a little anxiety because you don't know what to expect. But you know what? It's like a first date. It's not stranger danger. It's a first date. You're testing out the waters. You're checking it out, and you're wondering whether or not he's going to kiss you.
Well, I think, like Stephanie said, if you find yourself asking detailed questions about specifics, there's certain things that we're going to be able to tell you up front. And then there's certain things that you're just going to have to look at us and look at your beauty consultant and say, but do I trust this person has my best interest in mind? And if that answer is yes, just know that we are never going to lead you anywhere that's not A, we're going to go with you, or B, going to point you in the direction of success, because Stephanie and I are here to support, and in the position, that's our job. And so in order to do our job well, it's to support the new consultants, the seasoned consultants, and the ones that want to move up. So yeah, I mean, I love that telling your consultant what your emotion is attached to, if I were like, what is it that's stopping me at this point or getting in my way? What is the emotion attached to that? Just so that she can work on processing that with people, right? Because that's part of our job too, Like
Mhm.
you said, most people don't wake up in the morning thinking they're going to be a Mary Kay consultant. But most people, when they hear like, okay, if you just wanted to come in for the summer, because you're like, okay, well, at the end of this summer, I'm going on a cruise. Like Stephanie Stanley's going on a cruise in September, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so Stephanie has already paid for the cruise, but maybe Stephanie hasn't, just maybe like that's it, right? And maybe they want to go on excursions or have the
Mhm.
extra drink package or have, the special dinner at the restaurants that aren't included in your cruise fee, right? And so Mary Kay can be that extra money that maybe you just squirrel it away for that trip and you just work for the summer. And that's what we want. Obviously, if you call us and you're like, dude, I want to earn a pink Cadillac, we're gonna like totally be excited about that too. But most of you are not gonna think that, right? But you're probably thinking like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be cool to make $100, like $100 a week, like, or $50 a week, right? Our executive nationals, like our big person way above us, the grandma, great grandma, she came in for $50 a week, right? Isn't that what Pat wanted when she started?
Yep, something like
And
that, yeah.
on $32,000 a month because she wanted $50 a week. Like, the sky's the limit, but you come in for what you want right now, right? And that's
Yeah.
$50 a week, $100 a week, whatever. So, most important thing, if you hear nothing at all, your beauty consultant so appreciates you, and there's literally, you being here is one of the best things you can do for her. If you go to your bathroom and you see that your eye makeup remover is half full, or your cleanser and your moisturizer need to be replenished in the next month or two, if you have the ability, support her now, because it makes a world of difference to cross over the finish line right now in June. And then if you have that teeny tiny little inkling, like, what if I did try it? And if you're already thinking like how you could spend an extra $100, that should be your ding, ding, ding. I should just try it, because what's the worst that can happen? Even if you're the worst beauty consultant on the face of the planet and you say yes, nothing is going to change. Literally nothing.
Right. And
So,
really, we haven't even discovered the worst beauty consultant yet, so maybe they'll be
no,
there. Hey,
we're
Montana,
not.
I think I have extra earrings, so let's just give a pair of these earrings also to anybody who decides to do it for June 30th. So,
Yeah.
or who joins the coupon club and asks good questions.
Yes,
Right?
I love that. I love that because
So
that's a great way. Yeah. And your consultant, if you're doing that with her, she's gonna earn a super cute hat. So she's definitely gonna want Stephanie. I don't want to put you on the spot. Yes, look at that. So she will earn this hat and you'll earn some earrings and it'll be totally worth it. Okay.
Totally worth it. Your life will be better because you own those earrings.
Yes.
I'm just saying because I love them.
They are super cute. I like those. So, all right. Well, we're just thankful that you were here. If you watch us on the replay, tag your beauty consultant. If you're watching us live, tag your beauty consultant. Let us know you were here. And don't forget,
we'll do a giveaway if you don't tell us you're here, guys.
Yeah, we can't enter you. You're gonna talk to your consultant about 3 things. You're gonna let her know that you will either pray for her goal and help she reaches her goal. That you're gonna purchase whatever you need to purchase or want to purchase. And if you are like, okay, well, I think I just want to give it a try, or I want to ask some questions, you're going to let her know that too. So you can do all 3. 1, 2, 3. It's up to you.
All right.
Okay, you have 48 hours. This is your mission.
Yeah, we got some work to do. Big goals to reach.
We're getting on it.
Get him, Tiger. Bye, guys.
All right. See you next week.